Welcome back to African Spearfishing Diaries with me, Barrett Harvey. Today Rob Allen shoots a king mackerel of just over 29 kilos at Cape Vidal on the KwaZulu-Natal coast of South Africa. These large fish are traveling back from the annual sardine run. They're swimming on the bottom. They're not feeding, they're not coming into flashes. Generally you need to chase these fish. The shots are normally at long range and often the shot is not very good. The last thing you want is a float line dragging against a spear that's not ideally placed in a fish, and that's where the benefit of shooting these fish with a belt reel and a reel gun comes into place. Even if the shot's not perfect, you can just let the fish go on the reel, causing no drag. If you get to the end of the line on the reel, you clip on the belt reel and let the fish go. Generally these fish run fast, they run hard, and by the time they're at the end of the line, either of the reel gun or the belt reel, they have nothing left, and you often land a fish that otherwise you wouldn't.
Clipped on the belt reel. He took 150 meters of line with me swimming flat out after him. Unbelievable, strong fish. Oh, really back with him.
What do you reckon that is?
I hope he's my PB.
The deep ledge at 11 Point is, in my opinion, one of the best places for us to test our gear, considering the prominent game fish in the area. The main reason I like it, it's generally very clean. The further south you go from 11, the water does tend to deteriorate. And in general, if it's dirty everywhere else, 11 Point will be clean. The theory is the canyons in the area tend to suck the silt and whatever you away. Just to the north of 11 in the sanctuary is where the first corals start, so we're right in the tropics in terms of the coral type environment. Great place to test gear. This specific trip we were up in this winter period specifically for the large king mackerel that tend to cruise through here this time of the year, and we're trying a new thing to land big mackerel with a reel gun. One of the problems we have had in the past is not being able to get enough line onto the reel, and these big fish were stripping us. We since added a belt reel to the equation, which if you do happen to get a spear into one of these large mackerel, you can attach a second reel line onto the gun. And this just gives you a lot more security in terms of you've now got 80 to 100 meters on the gun and now another 80 meters on your belt. If you can't subdue a reasonable size fish with that much line, you better climb on the boat and chase it.